Welcome to Women Entrepreneurs Radio. I'm your host, Deborah Bailey. And when I started this show in 2008, I was on a mission to promote women-owned businesses and help women succeed by providing resources and valuable tips from other women and men, small business owners. In each interview, my guests speak openly about their triumphs, the scary times, and tough decisions they had to make along the way. Women Entrepreneurs Radio is about showing women how to harness their natural strengths to achieve success on their own terms. Hi everyone, welcome to Women Entrepreneurs Radio, and I'm your host, Deborah Bailey. I'm really glad you can join me today. And if you want to find out more about the show, you can go to womenentrepreneursecrets.com and also my website, deborahbailey.com, and you can find out more about me and my books as well. So I hope you will visit those sites. So what we have today with us is a very interesting product and an inventor who I think has created something I wish I had definitely seen before, because I've always been, wanting a way to put my accessories and my outfits, get your jewelry, everything together. So I think this is really perfect. I can't wait to hear all the details about how she created this. And my guest is Annie Abraham, and she's a medical scientist and the creator of Jewelinx, which is an innovative fashion gadget that will save you time and help you to pair your jewelry with your outfit. And it really is pretty perfect, because I have the sample and I love it. The idea of Jewelinx came to Annie. She struggled each morning to multitask between taking care of her family and getting ready for work, often forgetting to complete her outfit with her favorite jewelry. And the result was the creation of Jewelinx, the first product from her newly formed company, A Fabulous Idea LLC. So this is really exciting, because this is only the first product to come out, so I can't wait to see what else that she's going to come up with. So, Annie, I'm really glad to have you on the show today.
Thank you, Deborah. I'm really excited to be here.
I'm really excited when I saw the product, and it's like, wow, it's a pretty terrific product. I mean, it's so perfect, because you do like to wear certain things with certain outfits, and then half the time in the morning you're like, well, where are the earrings? Where's this? Where's that? So I just thought it was the most perfect thing. But, before we get into that, if you could just share, you're a medical scientist, and how did you, get on this road to become an inventor for this jewelry organizer?
Totally an accident, Deborah. It was all by accident, I would say, just out of need, out of necessity, as Mother had mentioned, right? I had no idea of making something that would be out for business and sales, out there for women and mothers to buy and be able to use and find something that would save them time and improve the quality of their life. This all started when, funny story, I kept running late. Hey, which woman doesn't run late? Going to an event or going to work, only because we sometimes put ourselves last, taking care of our families, their needs. And then you said it, I love multitasking, so I end up doing a lot more. And then guess what? I run out of time trying to look my best every morning, getting out for work or for an event, because you always know that it's your accessories and your jewelry that you treasure so much. You spend so much time sorting and, going store after store, just kind of going through all the beautiful jewelry that you want to get some of them. And you take it home, and then guess what? Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Yes,
it's gone.
You're right.
You just have the feeling in yourself that you have it somewhere, and you will get to it one day. But guess what happened to me, Deb? I found it after the fashion passed. The trend got over, and then I would find it like probably in a drawer or maybe when I went to the nail salon and I took my rings off and my earrings off and I packed it away in a bag, and then I would find it probably weeks later when I needed it, I really couldn't find it because I was using carrying another purse. Just these practical problems that we women go through. We've got to make sure that we're expected to look a certain way. Definitely there are trends and fashion statements that we all personally make. We all have our own choices, our cultural influences, our inspirations. All of that kind of speaks through our jewelry and accessories. But when it comes to presenting ourselves when we step out to the world, we cannot, because we just can't find them. They are packed away. They are stored away, far away from something else, from dresses and tops that you would wear with it. And that, I just felt there was some disconnect. I was like, that's just not right. I personally own about 4 large jewelry boxes, and then I have all these small, tiny, very beautiful, very ornamental, cute little jewelry boxes again, and then, I get gifts. So let's add up all that. I use 1/5 total of all my closet space, then some of it in my drawers, and then this is the worst part. When I want to use them, I can never find it. Tell me how frustrating that is. Isn't just thinking about it makes me mad. That is wrong. We spend all our money and energy and enjoy shopping just so that when we need it, we just wear 20% of our jewelry. Isn't that like that? I mean, 80% of us women who, are on the go, who feel like we just don't get enough done in a day, who have kids running around needing all our time, families to take care of. And at the end, we just look like a mess. So, guess what? I thought I needed to put an end to it. Yes, I wanted to look halfway decent. So I thought I've got to start somewhere.
Yes.
I thought, you know what, let me tackle my jewelry boxes because this is not going anywhere. And my necklace would be in one jewelry hook, then a ring would be in another drawer somewhere closed up. Bracelet, if it is bigger and chunkier, it would be packed away because it wouldn't fit in a jewelry box. I would need to fit it. I had all these problems that I ran into with jewelry boxes, and that is a traditional, passed down solution for jewelry storing solution, which actually worked great initially. But guess what? Fashions have changed. If we want to keep up with fashion, we better accommodate for all the trendier, the bulkier, the bulkier, the more ornate, the more geometrical bracelets and earrings, and so it was a lot to take. And guess what? I didn't want to give up style. I just love style. I enjoy style, so I didn't want to wear that same necklace, the same earrings, the same bracelets to work 5 days a week just because it was in front of my eyes on top of my countertop. I didn't like that. I thought I needed to at least change up the color when I change up my clothing every day of the week, right? So,
right.
I mean, honestly, everything put together, I have to tell you that it just got so frustrating, and to the point where I stopped buying jewelry. So that became another backlash to me. I'm like, so what am I doing to myself? I'm really not finding a solution. Instead, I'm suppressing my own choices and my creativity because I can't find a solution for putting all this in a nice, organized manner. So I thought it was best to come up with a solution for myself to be able to stay in style, keep up with trends, and yet be able to be on time as much, to the best of my ability, even with multitasking.
Yes, with everybody does, that's for sure.
Right. I didn't want to give multitasking. I love multitasking, unfortunately. So yes. For someone like me on the go, would like to have everything in one place for keeping up with fashion but not to get obsessed by it. However, you just want to be presentable. We're not talking about fashion runway, keeping up with those trends. I'm not talking about the actual professional fashion way. I'm just talking about regular moms and working women and, all of us who love to just simply accessorize. We pay maybe $20 for a beautiful necklace that we saw. Why can't we find it when we want to wear it? And this is a solution for that person. This Jewelinx actually puts the jewelry and accessories, may it be belts, scarves, obviously rings, necklaces and bracelets, anything that would go with your outfit, you want to put it all together with your outfit. And in that way, you are not even moving an eye to any other side to be able to look for another necklace that would match that outfit.
Right.
You are going to just take your hanger off of the hook and just simply dress up in a matter of seconds. Deborah, you must know that. I mean, you must have seen that happen to you because it is all there. You can't go wrong now, You cannot go wrong. If you went wrong, it was your design. No, I can't help that.
It was your fault. But it's true though, because when I got the product, and I was like, that it seems like such a simple idea, but then you go, well, gosh, of course, that makes sense. It's always like that. When I wonder how someone could have something to put them together. Because I agree, I've had jewelry in one place and the clothes in another, and you wear certain things that you like to put together, and then you got to find the earrings, find the necklace. You forget. You go where you're going. You don't have the earrings. You don't have this, and you're like, oh, I forgot because I was thinking about one thing, and I went somewhere else, and I didn't get it before I left the house, and then everything's all over the place. And this is such a simple way for everything to be right there when you need it.
All organized. Some of my friends that said that, I feel naked, even if I don't put my ring on. And granted, no one's going to probably see it. But, we dress for our own selves. My mom always told me that, you're not dressing for someone else out there. You're dressing for your own self, your own side, your own taste of fashion. And you're not going to, you're not trying to impress someone else. You need to impress yourself first, and in the process, you will be blending in with the fashion. But this is for our own self-confidence. This is for our own presentation. May it be at work, may it be at church, may it be at an event, a conference, maybe you're traveling. Why should you travel? Even if you're traveling light, that shouldn't mean you should be out of jewelry or just a good style, and have a way to keep it all together. When I used to travel for work and I used to go for conferences and we'd get hotel rooms, I would use up the tabletop around the TV to be able to lay out my jewelry and make sure they're all in there. Or I would have to put it on the bathroom counter. There's just no way to put it in the closet in the hotel room. Jewelry solves that. Completely, Jewelinx solves all of it because now you're able to just put it all into the hotel room drawer, and you're able to put it all away from your drawers, and then you have more space now to maybe put another outfit in the drawer instead of cluttering up the tabletop or TV tabletop or, just about any place you travel. You want to be able to, a resort, a cruise travel, or maybe even when you're at, of course, in your own home, you start there because it's just exhilarating when you're able to see your closet with every top accessorized with your jewelry. I mean, I enjoy looking at my closet now. I enjoy seeing all this jewelry, beautiful jewelry that we pick and choose, and that speaks about our own style. And when I look at my closet, it's just so personalized. It is a personalized closet for ourselves. It is our space. It tells us where we have traveled and come back with a piece of jewelry that we loved maybe a vacation to Hawaii, or maybe a trip to New Mexico, or maybe just a great mom and pop store that you love their story of how they started their store and you wanted to encourage them, how you supported them by buying something and helping them. You are going to see this closet, and every morning it is positive energy that you get out of it. And to make your closet beautiful, come on, Deb, you cannot ask for anything more. You will love getting up in the morning every day. And even, say, for example, our girlfriends ask us, hey, guess what, we may need to go out for dinner tonight. Will you panic? No.
No.
No, because they don't have the jewelry. We know we're on necklace and earrings and bracelets and scarves and belts and all kinds of things on. Any outfit to wear, even at the last second, because it's such a relief. This is how I feel. I feel like I have relieved stress for our fashion world, our fashion conscious moms, and our amazing. I mean, we're just getting her style now. I think we are not going to shy away from jewelry anymore. When I became a mom, it was so hard to wear jewelry because my son would keep pulling on my necklace or my earrings, and he would get kind of itchy with all the kind of stuff on it, and I'm like, wait a minute, I need to put all this away. So I didn't wear jewelry for several years. I would just wear something very light, and that would be it, just to keep his hands and his face not, scratched off. But now I'm back on. I'm back on in full swing. I'm back on with my accessories. I love wearing them. And I'd like to share that. I think our moms and, just not just moms, even working women and women, especially college students, I think this will be a great solution for college students to be able to organize something in their limited space so they're not taking up, again, a lot of space, trying to pick up their countertops. Space is very, very limited these days. We all like to live in a minimalist way, and we'd like to maximize the amount of space we have. So jewelry exactly allows for that. It allows you to clear up your drawers, to clear up your countertops, save you time, save you space, and more than anything, save you frustration. You are never going to worry about how you're going to look for a last-minute event that you were called for.
That's an excellent point, too. You're making a lot of great points, and especially like with the space, and if you're a student and you're in a smaller apartment or dorm room, travel especially, you definitely want to bring all your accessories that go with your outfit, but then, you don't have a huge space a lot of times, especially if you're possibly on a cruise or something where you just don't. It's not like being home where you have all your stuff where you have it laid out. Where now you can keep everything together, so that when you go out or however what activities you have, everything is right together. You don't have to think about it. Just put it on and go. So this is just such a wonderful idea for just every occasion. It doesn't have to be particularly work. It could be for travel. Could be for play. Could be any age. I think it's just. Such a perfect idea to keep everything together that you really want to wear together.
That's so true. Even daughters of moms, when they see their moms organize so well, daughters love it. And that's one of the big reasons why we actually brought out Jewelinx in pink, because we wanted to have something that's a lot more girl, a lot more feminine in their young tweens closet. And so it's a great tool for them to learn how to organize their jewelry and enjoy and keep it all together without cluttering up. Because who ends up cleaning it all up? The moms.
Yes.
So we want to again help our moms there. There you go.
Now you don't have to. It's all neat and nice already.
Right. It's a very good learning tool. I think early on and helps us get organized. We women are only we just learn to take a lot more responsibilities as we get older, especially as women when you have to manage families and tasks of different kids and spouse and manage and balance it all. You've got to have these tools in hand. If you don't get enough of this help with organization then you will never be organized in your life. That's
yes,
the
you're right.
bottom line.
You're
you
right.
need tools to help you keep it all together.
You're right. So, when you were putting this together, how hard was it for you to come up with the design that you wanted to go with? Did you already have an idea of how you wanted it to look, or did it take some development for you to figure out how you wanted it to be?
Right. So it's a great question. Jewelinx was completely out of a problem that I had, right? So I knew what I needed to get on there. I needed something that would put all the jewelry with the outfit. But what helped me a lot was I'm an artist. I love painting and drawing. I love creating, artistic paintings. I have sold some at places, and it has definitely kind of helped me, give me confidence that I can draw something. I can make something. And even as a child, actually my mom and dad, they were such an inspiration. I think my mom would make so many little things around the house to help us. I think she was like one of our big inventors in our house, and she would make all these little things, and I get inspired by just seeing that. So every little bit of that helped me while growing up. But I never thought that I would take on any part of that, because I'm actually a physician, and then I went out and I wanted to do research, and that's how I became a medical scientist, and I worked in the medical science field too. So I never thought I would be making something that would be for organizational purposes.
Right.
So this was completely out of a sketch drawing that I came up with. I started drawing several sketches, several designs that I'd come up with that would closely resemble something, but nothing came close to the final sketch, which actually became the Jewelinx that is now, which is very practical. You can reach it from every corner of the place to be able to put multiple earrings, necklaces, and bracelets, and, we are even coming up with newer designs, and, the best part of it was, we got our utility patent on this. So we were validated that this is a product and an idea that's not out there. It needs to be available. It is useful. It's functional. And so it validated me more. So going back to how I started, it was more of a sketch that I started. And then I figured out what to do. So you know how you had all these clay that dry up on air? You can mold it. So I started playing with that. I started making things out of that and sort of different designs and let it dry. I would wait patiently for it to dry, and then it would just crackle at times, and again I would mold it further, and I'd be so impatient because I want to see it right there. And then it looked very, very classy because it was very, all these different mold colors and greens and all kinds of colors that I used, and I made it. But eventually I was like, you know what, this may be it. And I started testing it out with my own jewelry. Now here's the funny part, Deborah. Oh my God, do we just have one kind of jewelry that would go on the ears? No. We have studs, we have teardrops, we have big posters that are bigger on the back than the front. Now we have some that are, that curve along the back of the ear, and then a little bead on the front. So you have all kinds of earrings. So I had to figure out all these different places and ways to be able to make the shape functional so that we are able to put our hoops and our clips and our posts and our teardrop earrings and our thinner necklaces, our chunkier necklaces, our bracelets, our delicate beads, our delicate pearls, our gold, our silver. I had to test with several jewelry. It took me almost weeks, even months maybe, before I actually figured out that, maybe this is, because it was a process that I had to go get some jewelry. I had to come back, try it on, Then I didn't have some items. I didn't have a scarf that would cause a problem. And so I would try to figure out something that would work, and then I'd work through it and try to see what fits. And yet the goal was that I needed to get something that was small. I was kind of tired of jewelry boxes. Literally, this is an out-of-the-box solution. I mean, no pun intended. Literally. We had to come out of the box.
fits.
Right?
It definitely fits.
Absolutely.
It definitely fits.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So
we
we went to manufacturers after that, and
Mm-hmm.
we thought that would be a simple solution. Hey, just go to a manufacturer and we'll get it done, right? Nope, it wasn't that easy. That took us months because we had to travel, we had to go visit with them and show us our design, and also we had to wait for a patent because we didn't want to show it before a patent came out too.
Right.
So we had to wait to show our patent. There were all of these different factors that we had to make sure we took care of before we actually put out the product. And then eventually, oh my goodness, manufacturing, production, not being in the business field, all of these experiences was such a big learning experience. And, I have to really kudos to my husband who has a business background. Without him, this wouldn't have happened. Absolutely not. Because, I have been in the medical field, and I know, talk to me about a disease or an infection. Yes, I must be a day. But business, and I would not know, I didn't know the acronyms.
Right.
I didn't know it was just another field. So this has been a huge learning experience, and so my husband's experience came in so helpful, and he brought in all his valuable knowledge and experience, and he kind of progressed it from there. I sort of had the initial part, and then I had to definitely take his help a lot more in the production, manufacturing, and then eventually marketing it out. When you launch a new product that is so new to the market, that people are not used to. It is such an out-of-box solution, right?
Yeah.
They're not used to it. So there is a lot more education that needs to kind of reach out. You've got to reach out to a wider base of customers. And then what we learn about our customers is we have early adopters and we have late adopters. So then I thought marketing was just, hey, throw it out there and they will all get it, right? No, apparently not. And social media doesn't help it either. It only kind of helps it a little bit. That doesn't accelerate it the way I thought, it would. People have told us that this is such an innovative product that people are going to get it and you do well. And they were so, those well-wishers had the best intentions. What they said was right. That was what we'd hoped for. But we are kind of trying to work ourselves out there to reach out to a wider audience because this is a solution that will help, that completely save you time and save you frustration. There is no cost. There's just no price you can put on stress. And especially to save all that frustration, to be able to look. When you feel good about yourself, you do better for yourself. You feel better for the day. And guess what? People around you feel better, too, because you're less cranky. You feel less, you don't feel less of yourself, right? So guess what? We may be doing good to the world like this.
That's a good way to look at it. That's an excellent way to look at it. So we just going to take one quick commercial break, everyone, and we will be right back with my guest, Annie Abraham.
Law Depot is a leading publisher of do-it-yourself legal documents. They offer state-specific business documents that can be completed within minutes. Visit WomenEntrepreneursecrets.com for your exclusive 5% discount off all documents. Simply click on Legal Forms in the top menu to get to the selection of documents for the busy entrepreneur. Don't see the document you want listed? No problem. Just click on any link and it'll take you to the Law Depot site and you can see the entire selection. Forms include estate planning, business forms, family, financial, and real estate. There's a lot there on the site. And when you go to the WomenEntrepreneursecrets.com link, you'll receive your 5% discount. That's Law Depot, the leading publisher of do-it-yourself legal documents.
Okay, and we're back with Annie Abraham, and we're hearing more about Jewelinx, her invention to help us all get much more organized with our accessories, our jewelry, and our clothing. So it sounds like, you developed it and you had, a lot of support systems to help to bring this to market, and you're already in stores right now, aren't you?
Yes, we are. That was part of our marketing process. We had to get it out there through our website. Definitely our website, www.hangerjewelinx.com. So we had launched our product. We had a soft launch earlier last year, and then eventually we were also advised by business consultants that you need to reach out to trade shows. Get it out there to other business leaders and business owners who are constantly looking for newer products. And we were just at the time about the gifting season. They are planning for the gifting season for December, for Christmas. So we were out there just in time to be able to be in front of all those eyes looking for newer products. And we were just amazed. We couldn't believe how many people validated us, loved Jewelinx, thought it was something that would really help each of their customers who come in and depend on them for getting newer products and be able to gift their loved ones with something that is new and unique. And it was amazing. The turnout was great. We got great feedback. Most of it was also on how they loved it. So we were just thankful that, it was also a proof of concept that we were trying. It helped us understand that, you have to get the product out there. But in order to get the product out there, you have to understand if it's a product that is worth the customer buying. It has to make sense to them. And in this manner of reaching out through trade shows and different other events that we could get the product in front of customers, helped us understand that we've got something. We've got something that is going to help everybody. And one thing good about over time when you meet newer customers is they tell us how you can use it, how further you can benefit out of it. And here it was a beautiful story. One of our customers, her daughter is actually blind. So she said that, my daughter never was able to kind of organize herself with her jewelry, let alone just, accessorize and feel better about herself when she stepped out to college. So Jewelinx has eventually turned out to be a great solution for her. It's something where she can actually put the jewelry with her clothing, and then when she dresses up, she knows exactly what piece to wear and what to put on, her sunglasses or her own glasses or her own jewelry or her own scarves that go with an outfit. She's not digging through jewelry boxes, running from one box to the other. She's not digging through a jewelry box that's cluttered, completely pulling out of it. So it actually helps her improve her quality of life. And that was very touching. It helps you understand where Jewelinx's reach is kind of beneficial. It just tells you how, your customers are your best ambassadors. They tell you more of how to use it. Some people use it, beyond the closet. They use it in the kitchen. They put their apron there and their keychain and their, their keychain and their kitchen stuff, something that's real quick, their readers that they want to read their cookbook recipe on, and they leave it on just a hook. You can even put this on a command hook. That's the best part of it. You don't need a hanger. You can put it on command hooks and actually lay it out on the wall, and people have made designs out of it. So, you can make a heart design, you can put it you can put an alphabetical, you can just, you have many ways to organize now sets of jewelry rather than having it all over, in just necklaces alone and earrings and all of that. So in that way, I think, our marketing efforts to reach out through trade shows, through our website, through a lot of our online retailers have approached us, and we are working with some of them, and they have also successfully launched us and made us reach out to millions and millions of customers. And we are so thankful for that because, you know, from being a mom entrepreneur and just starting off, it's very hard to reach a lot of people in a very limited amount of time. And when you have business support groups like yourself, guys, and other groups who reach out to us and help us, you know, kind of get the word out there, it's immense. It's you know, it's unthinkable sometimes, and we are so very thankful for it.
Wow, that's terrific. Because especially you're talking about all the other uses for it and things that you may not even have thought about originally.
Yeah.
But the customers are saying, well, these are things I'm doing and things I like to use this for, and then you really, like you said, you can really see how this product is expanding because there's so many wonderful uses for it to help people be organized, and also you're talking about the person who can't see, you know, they be blind or however, maybe they're limited in some way in terms of trying to get things together, and now this is going to make it easier for them to have what they need. There's so many things that you don't think about right away, you know, because you're thinking, well, I want to put my jewelry with my clothing and
I just do it for my clothing. That's all I need it for.
Right. And there's so much more. Yeah.
Right. Even, and one thing that was just so fascinating was even men can use it. It's not limited for women's clothing.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, you can actually put neckties on there, cufflinks on there, watches, rings, keychains. That's just not a single piece of jewelry I just mentioned. But men's clothing can be, you know, and it doesn't have to be with every shirt, but you may need one or two just to be able to put that, you know, that particular necktie and a pair of cufflinks with that jacket or with a suit, you know, and keep it all together. Why do you want to keep it out of sight? You know, again, out of sight, out of mind.
Yes.
You want to enjoy everything you have, you know, because you work hard to buy that and get it. Why don't you have it?
Right.
And this totally helps us do that.
That's true, and it helps, you know, it helps with time because people are in a hurry or they're trying to keep track of so many things, you know, in your mind. You're trying to keep up with it, and you can't. Something's going to fall through the cracks, you know, and
oh my God,
you need that thing, then it's like, oh, I forgot, you know, I didn't find that, and it's anything to help people be more together, I think.
Right. I think, you know, one of our best, some of our best moments were with some celebrities that, you know, loved our product, you know, especially during the Oscar season and the Golden Globes. Oh my goodness, we loved all of their responses, and they were so supportive, and even one of the actors actually even mentioned that, you know, where has this product been? It should have been here 200 years ago. Oh
my gosh, that's a good one.
That was awesome. I think that's been my best compliment till now. Other than I should have thought about it, or you know, why didn't I think of it? And they cross their head.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You know, they said this should have been here when hangers were started. Hangers were built.
Right. Somebody should have thought of this.
Right. So, you know, I mean, and all the other, you know, celebrities who loved, especially, I mean, just everybody, Violet Davis, Donna, I mean, everybody who ever stopped by, they were just so kind, you know, and they loved Jewelinx, and, you know, they just thought it was one of the tools that can help them get organized, especially before video shoots and you know, or fashion runway modeling, you know, because you want it all laid out. Because usually just before TV shows and all that, the jewelry is always labeled and tagged, and this would help it all keep it together. And it's just wonderful to be, you know, told that it's working for them, you know, and it helps them. I mean, we love hearing stories like that. It's just reassuring, especially for someone who is just creating a solution that would create for a problem that, you know, for a problem that they had, you know, And then when someone else validates that and then assures that, this is really helping them, I mean, that is paramount. It's just huge. It's amazing.
Wow. That's terrific. Wow, that's a good story, too. Oh, my gosh. So we're just going to take our last little commercial break just for a few seconds, and we will be right back with Annie Abraham.
This is Women Entrepreneurs Radio, available on dbccoach.podomatic.com and iTunes.
Okay, hi everyone. We're back with Annie Abraham, the creator of Jewelinx, and just filling us in on all the uses for her product and the reception to her product, which I think is just fantastic. You have your company a fabulous idea. So, do you have anything on the drawing board that you would like to bring to market in the future?
I do. I actually do have some, and I'm working on it. And hopefully we will figure out the right timelines to release it. But before that, just because Jewelinx has taken off and we'd like to work and give our full commitment to first launching and working towards one product, the only reason because you don't want to spread yourself thin. You want to make sure that you do your actual, very best to be able to get one product out, make it useful, make it more available, so that everyone gets to understand how beneficial it is, and then eventually work on releasing the others. So definitely in the works, look out for it, yes. But for now, let's get more Jewelinx out there, and let's help all our friends and families who would need this, and definitely save time and stress.
So when you came up with this idea, did you expect it to really become what it has become and what it's becoming? Did you have that in mind?
No. This is for my closet. This is just for me. I just wanted to be on time at work. I didn't want to be 5 minutes late.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
I just wanted to wear different earrings every day of the week at least,
And that was it.
And that was it. I mean,
wow.
I never thought I'd be a businesswoman. I never thought entrepreneurship was something that I would pursue. It was so organic that it just evolved. People validated and reassured us that this is a great product, that they'd like to have it for themselves and then give it to their friends, and it just started growing. So eventually we thought maybe we should make a company out of this. And that's how it just happened, seriously. I mean, I had no clue. I was just another mom working, going to work, taking care of my family, and just minding my own business, really.
Wow.
Until this business came on. Yep.
Yeah.
But, it's been wonderful. It's been a great journey. I have learned so much, and most importantly, I have met so many wonderful people like yourself, and we have worked with so many people who have been supportive, and, almost everyone's been very helpful, very helpful in their own way and within their own expertise, and I would forever be thankful for it.
That's great. And it's interesting, too, because I think a lot of times, a lot of women particularly may invent something because they're trying to solve a problem for them or their family or, whatever. They just feel like, well, if only I had this, and then they come up with something, but they don't even realize that other people have that same idea, that they wish they had something like that, and then here you come with the thing everybody's been looking for. And there it is, It's like, oh, okay.
I know. When I spoke to my friends and family, they said, well, I have the same problem too. And I was like, how come I didn't know about this? I always had this problem. And you know what? We want to always look perfect, correct? we always want to look like we're always put together. We never want to share our inadequacies, our shortcomings. And so this is never really something anybody talk about. You know, you just think all moms should just achieve everything within the limited period of time that they've got, and then yet be able to be the superwoman of the house, just taking care that the next day is done, and then the next day is done. You know what I mean? So I think it's just too much expected out of us at times. So even now, even if that expectation's there, I think one thing is for sure that I will be walking out with my jewelry and accessories if that is something I want to do. You know, I wouldn't be stuck in the closet and shouting downstairs to my husband saying, I'm coming.
I'll be there soon.
and then an argument breaks out for nothing.
Oh, no. Yeah, because they're like, we're taking so long.
I think, it's so funny what my husband says. My husband says that, I think you made this for me because now I am so much more calmer.
Yeah, right now he's seeing the benefit of that, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's great. But it's true. Everybody is, more organized, and it works for everyone. I think that's the perfect idea. So please let everybody know where they can find out more about you and more about your product.
Sure. So you can find out more about us on our website. It's www.hangerjewelinx.com. It's HANGERJEWELINX.com. And definitely join us on our Facebook through our website, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Pinterest. Just put in official Jewelinx. And you should be able to reach out there. Definitely write to us. Ask any questions if you may. I'm definitely going through a learning process, and we'll be able to share what I've learned and maybe even share the newer things that we're coming out with. Definitely keep in touch.
Wonderful. And, once you can, continue to grow this, and I know that, you'll have other wonderful things coming along, in time that will help people and help them be more efficient and organized, and also, be able to help in so many other ways. As you said, so many people are using this in so many different ways. That's a wonderful feeling to know that you invented something to help so many people.
Yes, thank you.
Get things done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
what people want to feel good that, wow, what I did really helped people and is really successful, and people like it and they use it. And, that's I think with inventors and entrepreneurs, they really want to feel that they're contributing something. So
yes. I do feel that way. I feel like that is one thing I'm always content with, that I've come up with one solution at least in this world that made a difference. And I feel so happy about that. That, because I've always wanted to contribute something that would help everyone. And I feel like with Jewelinx, that is exactly what I've done. And thanks to God, thanks to my Almighty all the time for giving me this path and giving me this creativity in me to be able to come up with a solution, for a problem that I faced. And I'm definitely owe it all to my God, definitely.
I know you feel, when giving thanks is such a way to increase, it increases everything, because you're always in that good, positive state, and you appreciate, and then that seems to give you more energy and to do more things. It's a good place to be. And I think for entrepreneurs, they're really in touch with themselves and their mission and their purpose, and they feel it's all connected, with how they feel about contributing and creating, and it's all together. It creates a good feeling, because that's what drives them to create. It's not just for them; it's for how they can help. So, you're very much, you maybe didn't start out thinking you were an entrepreneur, but you certainly are. You are.
I'm
so
stuck. I'm stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. That's really what it's to me. That's what it's about, and what the people I've talked to, they all come from that place.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They're so excited, and they just want to keep going and keep doing, and so it's you know, once you find that place, you really feel great about what you're doing.
That's true. That's so
yes. Well, I so appreciate you coming on the show and sharing this. This has just been a wonderful conversation.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you.
You know,
oh my God, you took the time.
And
I really appreciate it.
Yes, I'm always glad to speak with entrepreneurs because it's, you know, I felt my mission was to just help, you know, get the word out and also talk to others and learn from them and really connect with their energy as well because it's you know, it's contagious. You really feel up and then you're like, what can I do next?
Yes, it is. Exactly. What can I make next? That's what I hear everybody say.
Yes,
you won't believe that. I have some of my friends' kids, they have sat down. The minute I showed them the videos and I would explain to them, they would just sit down and they would just start thinking. And I asked what happened, and one of the moms said, "Oh, he's thinking of the same thing. He wants to make something. I'm so sure that's what you've made him feel like. He needs to make something." And I'm like, "Really?" And you would not believe. I felt so good. I'm like, I'm inspiring this little kid. I feel great. You know, my son asked me all kinds of questions, but you know, when you hear them ask and you know want to know more, it just makes you feel so good that you're sharing your knowledge, you know, to kids who can make a difference. So
it is. It's true. It's really true, and I think, you know, that's what I hope to achieve, you know, when people listen to these shows, to really feel excited and know they can, you know, they can do something too if they have an idea. To just, you know, not give up and go for it. So you've really inspired me, and I'm sure you inspired everyone who will be listening and to this show and checking out your products, because like I said, I thought it was perfect when I was like, you know, this is something I would have liked to have found earlier.
Right.
This is perfect, you know. I just, you know, was showing it to people. I'm like, look at this, this is perfect. So I understand the excitement of the people you've met because it's the same way I felt when I got it. So I want to thank you so much for creating the product. Glad you're out here and looking forward to see what, you know, whatever things that you come up with as we go on. You know, and hopefully you'll, you know, stop back by the show later because I know you said this is like one of your first interviews, but I said I know there's going to be more. So there's going to be more. So you know, your busy schedule. You know, you can stop back by and give us an update on how things are going, because I'm sure you're going to be out here more and more as you continue. But thank you so much, Annie, for sharing with us. It's really, really great, and I wish you a lot of luck with your product.
Thank you so much, Deborah. It means a lot.
Thank you. Welcome. So, everyone, I know you enjoyed this show. Please tell your friends, and as always, tell your friends about it, and listen in and listen again. And if you're an inventor, you're thinking, you know, this is inspiration for you. Okay.
Yep, that's true.
So, definitely inspiration. So please, you know, listen in and share it, and you know, we'll see you again next time on the next episode of Women Entrepreneurs Radio. Bye.
Thanks for joining us. You can also join in the conversation on Facebook.com/Women Entrepreneurs and on the website WomenEntrepreneursSecrets.com. And don't forget to listen in on dvcoach.podomatic.com and on iTunes.